Hey, what's up guys, Frank from Frank FPV here. Today we're going to be looking at both these 3.5-inch toothpicks from TuneRC. One of them is equipped with the O4 Pro Air Unit and the other one is equipped with the O3. Before we start this video, I do want to mention that TuneRC did send me these products, but they did not sponsor me to make this video. So I will give you guys my honest opinion on both of these toothpicks, how they fly, how the building process was, and everything you guys want to know about both of these toothpicks. When it comes to the specs, pretty much all the electronics in these are the same. They are both equipped with the 1104 3600 kV motors and the TuneRC V1.2 F405 AIO. And they are both XT30, so you can use them with a 2S up to a 4S battery. But the battery that I use the most is the 4S 450 from Tattu with a discharge rate of 75C. So when it comes to the weight of both of these toothpicks, the O4 Pro with the crossfire antenna comes in at about 172 grams with the 4S 450 battery from Tattu, and the O3 toothpick comes in at about 170 grams, so a bit lighter, but that's also because we're using the ELRS dipole antenna, which is of course much more lightweight compared to this, but it's still just a few grams, and with the diameter of the props you can definitely get away with some extra weight. Arya from TuneRC did tell me that the motors on this one will be discontinued, so they will be doing a power upgrade at the end of this month in August 2025, which is very nice to hear. So you can use a bigger 4S battery, for example, like an 850 4S, which I currently think is a bit too much for a drone like this. Power up the radio, turn on the goggles. Flying with ELRS, by the way, of course. All right, enjoy this. Ooh, looks fine. Ooh. Building these toothpicks was pretty easy. Only thing I struggled with was the AIO that is not plug and play for the O3 and O4 Air Unit. So you do have to remove one end of the Air Unit power cable and solder the wires on the AIO manually. But after figuring that one out, everything after was a breeze. I love the fact that they are super quiet compared to the other 3.5-inch quads that I have flown. For example, animals and people won't get annoyed as much as when I take out my 5-inch for a flight or a different 3.5-inch drone like a 4S AOS 3.5. The O4 Pro canopy comes soft mounted, so you end up with very smooth footage. However, the O3 canopy does not, and I had some vibration issues in the recording of my first flights. But after changing the PWM frequency to 48 kHz in the ESC configurator, everything was fixed for me, and when I loaded the footage into GyroFlow, I had zero issues with vibration or jello. Both of the canopies come with a fixed camera angle of about 25 degrees, so I did have to get used to that high angle because I usually fly around 15 degrees. But when you get better at flying these toothpicks, it's the perfect balance actually, and I wouldn't want a lower camera angle now. With a 450 mAh 4S pack, I get about 5 minutes of flight time, sometimes stretching to 6 if I take it easy. In terms of durability, I've only broken a couple canopy parts so far, which are cheap to replace, or you can even 3D print them yourself. Overall, I had and I'm still having a great time flying these quads. For freestyle, I usually pick the O3 paired with the goggles too, flying at 100 FPS, and for cinematic purposes I use the O4 toothpick, which has amazing image quality for such a small quad. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and thank you for staying around until the end. If you are interested in picking up some of these parts yourself, you can go over to TuneRC.com or send a message to Aria from TuneRC at TuneRC Hobby on Instagram. I will have the links in the description of this video as well. Anyways, happy flying, enjoy the rest of your day, and peace.